I'm walking alone under the neon lights, in a city where I feel like a ghost at night. No one understands my wild, untamed soul. In this world I'm just a stranger, a hole. But I won't conform, I'll let my spirit fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you'll see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile I'll defy. I've got my books and my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this chaos I find my peace, my tears. I'll sing songs of my own, of the stars and the moon. In this life I'll dance until the sun. I wear my heart on my sleeve, it's bleeding and raw. In this crowd I'm just a whisper, a shadow, a draw. But when the night falls, I light up the sky. With my laughter I'll conquer the sky. I won't conform, I'll let my fears and fly. In this rebel heart, I'm just who I am, you see. I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll define. And my dreams, my guitar and my fears. In this rebel heart, oh yes, who I am. You see, I'll stand tall, I'll break free. With a smile, I'll defy.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. How we doing? How are we doing? Hope everyone is having a great and fantastic day. Hope everyone is just being their normal, amazing selves. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the resub, Onyx, for 6 months.
We got a new
Thank you. Lynette! Hi, Lynette. How are you doing, sweetie? How's it going? You think you're alive? I would hope you're alive. Just saying. Just saying. Been spending the weekend with the boys in Eugene. Nice. I'm doing pretty good, except that instead of getting off at 11 o'clock today, I didn't get off till 4. It's fine. I'll get off early on Friday. Because we have strep going around.
If you bring strep into this god-forsaken fucking house... 6 weeks of wet willies when the youngest was born will seem like child's play. I just need you to know that. My ears already hurt so bad.
Don't blame me, blame work. But on a fun note, the kids start back to school on Monday. I will be off that entire week. So, yeah. And Facebook currently has me restricted again, because that's fun.
What did you go around about this time?
Something from 6 months ago, but I'm restricted. So that's fun. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Like, at this point, I'm just like, I can't win for losing. So yeah. And then, just to make matters oh so much better, um, for those that are on Twitch, and I will say this again for those who are streaming on Twitch, make sure to go into your privacy settings. And specifically, there's a little toggle on your profile if you stream that says allow content to be used for training of AI. Turn that shit off. God damn it, a publicity for Gemini before the stream. Gotta love freaking ads. On the mobile app, you can access it. You have to go to profile and then go to your settings. Yeah, it's fun. I say that completely no. Thank you for the hydrate, Draken. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so adding sugar to cement makes it where it won't set. This is true. This is very true. But yeah, so that was fun. Um and then interesting enough. Hi Cryptid. So Facebook announced, I want to say a week ago now, that they will no longer be monetizing AI content creators. So if you're using AI, their personal AI, to generate memes or generate content, everything to post, those posts will no longer be monetizable. So, yay. So, fun things, because quite literally, AI is the bane of our existence at the moment. And we've got AI tech bros that are like, we should replace all of our workers. Okay. Okay.
Your old place of employment's learning how well that works.
You're right. My old place of employment is learning how that works. Womp womp.
They're just fucking around and finding out all over, and it just makes me so gleeful.
Because Meta is tired of paying content creators. Because their AI is hemorrhaging money. Currently in Fort Killeen, Texas. Fort Hood, Texas. But yes, so like quite literally, the only investment that has been worse than AI has been SpaceX, which has AI in it. So, in the great words of that one song, "Burn, baby, burn."
Have I shown you in this game yet?
No.
Oh, hold on. It's coming to meet me.
Oh, oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity.
Look, it's you.
I take offense to that. That is a himbo through and through. Are you calling me a himbo?
I will send you to Jesus.
Different types of fireworks.
His what?
His daughter creates different types of fireworks.
Okay, his daughter being like our daughter is not does not make me.
No, it really is.
Why am I getting sent to Jesus? Why? Emotional damage for vaping. Well, damn song stuck in my head. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. Oh, I didn't see that. I did not see that. That makes sense. Good job. 5-minute timer starts now. I was going to ask because paramedic likes to be a dick. Not that you were checking. Should I have extra 2 minutes? I mean, technically, it's not my fault that Streamlabs did not notify me. So just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Your complaints are acknowledged.
LaFay would agree.
LaFay's not in the mood to agree with anyone tonight.
Boo back, Lily. Lily, you need to make sure that Lynx and yourself have the AI training on your streams turned off. I will tell her the exact same thing, but I will tell Drago too. But anyone who's a streamer, turn that shit off. Don't let Amazon make money off of you.
The good shoulders twitching.
But yeah, like, and Draken, it could be much, much, much worse for songs stuck in your head. I mean, I made Copilot unfeasible. So, oh no. I'll just play one note. One note. Just saying. Just saying. All I needed was one note. And now, what can I say except you're welcome? Who would like to play my favorite game in the world?
What did my mom just say? He was normal growing up? What is that supposed to mean? Yo, Mom, you're banned and fired.
It was in fact not normal growing up.
Yep. Who would like to play my favorite game in the world?
Hey, Dandy Dick! You missed!
Hopefully everybody's weekend was better than mine. Oh no, what was wrong with your weekend?
Who wants daddy's belt?
The following songs turned 30 this year.
I really fucking hate you so bad. I really do.
Counting Blue Cars. No Diggity. The original California Love. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Lily. And just for the last one, I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I am sorry that happened to you. Men suck. And not the fun way.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So yeah. Just a reminder that 30 years ago, 1996, Bulls on Parade. Thank you for the Hydrate Dragon. So should I keep going with that or should I go older? And thank you for the posture check. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. Okay. Nope, not that album. Wrong one. Not 96. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh, oh boy. Cradle of Love by Billy Idol. Oh. Oh. Here you go.
Американская фирма Transceptor Technology приступила к производству компьютеров «Персональный спутник».
Just for those that don't recognize that song, I've got the power. Just, why do you do this, Ethan? Because it's fun. Hey, not only will I torture you, I will give you something that you will enjoy. Okay? at D23, all right, the Disney convention where they reveal shit, everything, we got a new look at Kingdom Hearts 4. And part of it, no cursing and no vaping for an hour. Do you hate me? Well, you get to relive Coco and that trauma in the new Kingdom Hearts game. And and the reason why I say this, there's an entire world dedicated to Coco. Which means that at some point, we get to confront Ernesto de la Cruz. Just saying. Thank you for the hydrate, Dragon. The Hawaiian Ice? Or a Hawaiian Blast?
Dead. D-E-D. Dead.
Oh, the best moment that when I realized that, oh, we're going to be at some point get to confront Ernesto de la Cruz. One of my friends on Facebook said it best. You mean we get to confront the mother who hurt Mama Imelda and took Mama Coco's dad away? Let me at him. Hello, type. Nobody hurts Mama. Oh, we even like Sora sees Heartless pop up when um the kid is playing the song Loco. Loco. Embarrassing. Yep. Un poquito loco. A little crazy. Apparently, it's a vocal stem night. Oh. But yeah, so not only that, everything, because that part's fun. Having watched the Doomsday trailer, my immediate thought was, oh, we're going into that comic. Frack. So for those that don't know, all right, the beginning of Secret Wars round 2. The first Secret Wars was just a Spider-Man event. Spider-Man literally confronting other Spider-Men. It was the first Secret Wars fight. All right. The second time Secret Wars happens, it starts with Tony and Doom being shunted off out of reality. Yeah. So this is going to be fun. Huh?
I don't know. They're talking about me not being here to keep you in control.
my vocal stem and growls on Monday night last week? And thank you for the hydrate. But yes. And the thing is that, like, no matter what happens, Doomsday is going to cause some feelings. It's going to hurt. Thank you for the posture check. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, it's just little old me. Just saying. Just saying. Mana mana do 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 mana mana do 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 mana mana do 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 do. I'm not the one who's so far away when I feel the snake bite enter my veins. Never did I wanna be here again, and I don't remember why I came. Can't you see this is the land of confusion? Now this is the world we live in. Now these are the hands we're given. You're welcome. I mean, you're welcome, Badger. Nice. That's awesome, Dragon. Yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho. Cinca sa yo. La bande. Ah. Avocado, were our hopes and dreams. Eating burgers for dinner, yum. What kind of cream pies, Dragon? Giggity. Welcome back, Lily. Down at the English fair, one evening there, I was there, when I heard a showman shouting underneath the flare, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly diddly, there they are, standing in a row, bum bum bum, big one, small one, some as big as your head, give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Everybody throw and make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life, sing and roll a bowl, a ball, a penny a pinch. I had homemade enchiladas for dinner. Yum. Chocolate and strawberry. Nice. Jan, I cooked them on the stove. Nice. Stop my echolalia. I mean, the ADHD is. I made butter chicken with garlic naan. Nice, nice. What? I did not make the fire alarm go off. That's amazing. I had leftover couscous. Was that the roommate or you made it? Sorry, not sorry. Feel free to tell the server badgers going in the corner. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Nice. That's awesome, Cryptid. It's so good. Been working on the recipe for the last couple of years, getting pretty damn good at it. Nice. Might make my Greek salad again tomorrow. Excellent. Eh. 1 hour timer restarts now on cursing. It's only 11 minutes in. It's gonna be great. Womp, womp, womp. But yes, the there we go. I'm tempted to play Dead as Disco on Wednesday because it looks fun. I've just got to see if I can get a key for it. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Just say. Who knows? But yeah, the I lost my train of thought. Womp womp. Just yeet that out into the garbage. Womp womp. No, no. Well, there was a station. It just flew by. It just flew by. The answer is yes. Yes. Except at work. Can't do that at work. My ADHD is all over the place because there's 20 people around me and they're all singing different songs. I'm just like, please, please, please no. Please no. Please no.
Tell me why
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
No, no, no. Quite literally, because several like it. And the funny part is that I will be 40 in January. I will be 40 in January, and I am the youngest member of this team currently. I'm just like, how? Just How? I mean, sometimes you have to bite a throat, Lily. It happens. Just shake. It happens. What?
If it doesn't, then
Yes. I'm considered work mom. Cryptid. Num dum. That's fair. That's fair, Lily. That is absolutely fair. Just got flashbanged in my eyes. So one of the thing for a stretch dragon, one of the things that I read today, which made me laugh a little bit, was a meme post of Steve and Bucky finding AO3 and Steve deciding to read the tags. And Tony and Peter are like, no, don't. It gets to the point where, Steve and Bucky are looking at a fan fiction of them in the Omega Beta, Alpha Beta Omega verse. And they're like, why does this author have me as the Alpha and Bucky as the Omega? That wouldn't be the case. If anything, I'm the Omega and Bucky's the Alpha. Bucky was the one who was trying to make sure that I ate, that I slept, that I drank water. I was like,
Dead. D-E-D. Dead.
And thank you for the hydrate, Lily. And the best part is everyone's just staring, and Bucky's like, yep, didn't always work though. And Steve's like, well, you tried. It's like, Steve is the brat. Steve is the brat of the relationship. What's going on with Draco? Oh, I'm sorry that Drago is not feeling that great. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Hey, I don't feel bad for reminding y'all of, songs from the 90s and 1995 or 96 because of the fact that I was today years old when I was reminded that quite literally and y'all are going to laugh, but there is coming a point where there will be an entire generation that do not know, one, the best opening that had no reason to go as hard as it did for a 90s TV show, which was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or the Transformers original theme, or the Thundercats original theme. There's an entire generation that will not know that. And people are like, well, why are there so many metalheads? I'm like, you think that an entire generation growing up on the original Power Rangers in that opening weren't going to be metalheads? Really? Yes, I did see they're bringing back Gargoyles with Keith David returning to the role of Goliath. Yes. But my favorite is actually the Digimon opening. Digimon, Digimon Monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. Had no reason. Hopefully they don't make the animation stupid like what happened with Teen Titans. See, but Teen Titans animation, it is actually hilarious because there's an in-canon version or in-canon reason why the Teen Titans now look the way they do. And it's hilarious. I haven't watched much Digimon. You should. It's so good. Yes, so the in-canon reason is that Channel Surfer, their big villain that was able to control the airwaves, basically pulled a Gabriel. He canceled them to reboot them as Teen Titans Go, and then showed Teen Titans Go, the original anime for Teen Titans, and Robin going, "We were so cool." Drago with the 18 months. Thank you, Drago. You are amazing. It's hilarious. And it's also because most people don't realize that like Batman Beyond has some of the best Batman stories for Bruce, because it's Bruce dealing with and recognizing that he cannot be Batman. Answer the question I asked for 18-month sub. Where's my rifle? It's in Fort Hood, Texas. So the reason why I say this, Batman Beyond did not end in the TV series. If you want to see the actual ending of Batman Beyond, you have to watch Justice League. Because Terry finds out that Bruce is his genetic father. Keyword, genetic father. And so Terry tries to investigate and finds out that Amanda Waller was behind it. But Terry, not seeing the humanity of Bruce, but only seeing the cold, disquiet version, because Bruce had a heart attack. That's the entire premise. And so they were trying to find matches. And Terry was a 100% biological match. That's what starts this down the path. So Terry goes to Amanda Waller and goes, "What did you and the old man do? What did you and the old man do?" And Amanda goes, "Well, sit down." And she explains to Terry that she realized that at some point, after facing Batman for years, that Bruce, as Batman, was just a mortal person. He was just human. And then she had to reconcile the fact that at some point, he was getting slower. He was getting older. So she unlocked the Cadmus Project. Now, the Cadmus Project in the DC universe was the ability to genetically change and alter people, usually to make people metahumans. She used this a different way. She got Bruce's blood. He left it all over fucking Gotham, and I cussed again. 1 hour timer restarts now. Bruce left his blood all over Gotham. All over the place. Wasn't hard to get his blood at all. So then, after getting his blood, she started to basically she realized who Batman was. That it was Bruce Wayne. Well, to make the bat and everything, you have to have not just the blood, but you also have to have the tragedy. So she found a psychological match to Thomas and Martha Wayne and hired an assassin to try and murk Terry's mother and father while leaving the theater. The problem is, it's going to be like that one night where the timer never ends. Notice I've been really good with the vape. It's the cussing that's killing me today. So the problem that Martha ran into is that Martha hired the Phantasm. Now, for those that don't or have not seen the original animated series or the movies that came out of it, there is a movie called Mask of the Phantasm, one of the better Batman movies. But it introduces you to Bruce Wayne's first girlfriend and the first year he was Batman. When he's finding the Batcave, when he is setting up being Batman. And so we also start getting slight references to Joker's origin. And instead of being a comedian, he's a mobster in this version. All right, so the Phantasm turns out to be Bruce Wayne's first fiance. Oh, it's vape time. Maybe I should be an astronaut. Be an astronaut. I cannot. So Amanda Waller tries to hire Bruce Wayne's first fiance to make the next Bruce Wayne. So, and Amanda just says, and she wouldn't pull the trigger. What you see is that the Phantasm comes out of the shadows and sees Terry. And for that moment, she sees Bruce. And she immediately falls back. And she tells Amanda that if the world needs a Batman, it will create it itself. She won't do that. She knew what Bruce went through. She wouldn't do it. 7 years later, Powers kills Terry's father, which sets him on the path. And she has this poignant line where she's talking to Terry, and Terry's like, so the old man had nothing to do with it. And she goes, no, he did not. He did not know. But you do not, you are Bruce's son. You do not have his brilliant mind. But if there is any one man that loves his fellow man more than the old man did, that would be you. You want to be better than Batman? Succeed where he failed.
Bye, Onyx.
Have a great evening, Onyx. So, at the end of the episode, Terry pulls out a ring confirming that he's taking Lana out to a cabin. And at this point, his girlfriend for years, Lana, knows that he's Batman. She has known for like 5 years, and he was about to break up with her and decide not to. And so he pulls out a ring, and it's the very same ring that Bruce proposed to the Phantasm with 70 years prior. And so Terry's getting ready to go out, do patrols, and he's like, hey, Kent, Bruce comes up and goes, hey, Kent needs you in Metropolis. Nothing urgent, but wants you to look over something. And he's like, all right, I'll head that way. And then Bruce goes, have you eaten? You'll lose your strength if you don't eat. And he goes, I'll eat when I get back. And he goes, you're going to get sick. You're stubborn, you know. And Terry smiles while looking at his reflection at Bruce going, just like my old man, and walks off. And that's the way the episode ends. Because throughout the entire episode, and realize this all happens in 30 minutes, is literally called epilogue, is beautifully done. And it's one of the reasons why that story is amazing. And the comics of Batman Beyond is so much darker. Like, Bruce Wayne's dead at this point. Terry is fully Batman. And one of the villains that he fights is the AI spirit of Gotham, where the city of Gotham is rebelling against Terry. And it's insane. And Jen, you are absolutely right. Terry is better than Bruce. The entire point of each person who has worn the mantle of the Bat, besides Bruce, is to be better than Bruce. Dick has worn the mantle. Jason has worn the mantle. Quite literally. That's not what Bruce intended. Bruce intended to lessen crime. So no one had to go through what he went through. That is his entire point of his character arc, is he did not want someone going through what he went through. And in doing so, he caused the criminals of Gotham to escalate. And it didn't just make one, it made 4. Sorry, 7. 7 children that have basically went through what he has went through in much different ways. Dick witnessing both his parents being murdered by the net being cut. Jason witnessing his mother, a drug addict, sell him out to the Joker. Damian grown in a test tube by Talia al Ghul. Duke quite literally had his mother Jokerized. Like, each one of the adopted kids of Bruce Wayne are
Fucked up.
Are traumatized.
Fucked up.
Off topic, but do you have a Batman voice? No. Because every single time that I try to do Batman's voice, everything, I can't do Kevin Conroy's voice. I end up sounding like Kratos. Boy. I do have a excellent Joker, but that's Faye laughing in the background. Yeah, because she's heard me try. She's heard me try and laughed for 20 minutes. It's not. Appreciate that, love. Appreciate that. So, so my favorite quote from the Joker is actually from The Killing Joke. It's the memories can be vile speech. When Gordon is going through the tunnel of love, witnessing what Joker did to Barbara. All right. And the reason why I love this quote, it shows how demented and twisted Joker is, because his psychosis is it makes sense.
This feels like a good moment to show you what I bought at the rodeo.
Why would you buy this? You don't like Batman. You despise Batman. So here, I'll give a memories can be vile. Repulsive little brutes like children, I suppose. But can we live without them? Memories are what reason is based upon. But why not? We aren't contractually tied down to rationality. So when you find yourself locked onto that unpleasant train of thought which screams of your past, simply unbearable, remember, you can walk outside and close the door. All those dreadful things, you can lock them away. Madness is the emergency exit. Yeah. It's the lilt going upward where so when doing that speech you have to elongate your E like you're growling, but shift up. And so that the screams like you're trying to screech, but yeah. Y'all are going to make me do this. So much like Kevin Conroy, the entire point of Kevin Conroy doing Bruce, everything, he had Bruce be suave. He had Bruce be calm, and he talked more in a higher tone. He was calm, compassionate, kind of a playboy in his voice. You could hear the smile in it. But with Batman, it lowers and lowers and lowers. Joker, Dick, Alfred. Case in point. So when you're talking everything, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And it sits like here. Tell me why I want to know now. That's usually where it sits when I do that impression. Hmm. Not yet. But yes. Oh no. Like one of my friends had the worst impression I've ever heard, and they did the Adam West impression. Their version of Batman was Adam West. I was like, showing your age there, bud. Showing your age. Yes. Yes. So here, this is one of my favorite scenes from Crisis on Infinite Earths from the Arrow.
Yeah. You're a few years too late.
Reign of Terror?
It's like a wise man once said, battle not with monsters, lest you become a monster.
In the only time that Kevin Conroy. Now, reason why I love Kevin Conroy is, for those that don't know, Kevin Conroy was a gay man. Okay? And he is the reason why every Batman actor since him has differentiated the voice between Bruce Wayne and Batman. Before Kevin Conroy, they would use the same voice. But in the only time that Kevin Conroy got to act physically in front of cameras as Bruce Wayne, as Batman, was on the Arrow, Crisis of Infinite Earths, and he played the Batman that broke the code. And he took a life with a gun. Because that's the point that most people don't realize. Batman has taken many lives. That's not the rule. The rule is do not take a life with a gun. Like, quite literally, if the rule was don't take a life, quite literally, he would have saved Ra's al Ghul each time he let that character fall to their doom. Quite literally. And the thing is that it's alluded to that that Batman was the one from The Killing Joke. The one that had his spine broken by Bane. And the one who would end up going to fight Superman in The Dark Knight. Because if you've seen Superman versus Batman, where Batman comes out in that freaking Iron Man suit, that's from The Dark Knight, written by Alan Moore, who also wrote The Watchmen and V for Vendetta. Because what most people don't realize is that the entire point of that comic is Bruce has gotten old. The Dark Knight Returns. So the prequel to that comic, because that comic starts with Superman landing in Gotham after being told that, quite literally, that by the government, that Superman needed to stop Batman. So Batman's opening freaking salvo, nukes right at Superman's face. And Superman, being the brute that Superman is, because at the end of the day, Superman uses force. His strength, yes, he is a symbol of hope. So is the Flash. But the Flash's technique for defeating his villains is outsmarting them. Superman is raw strength. He wants to help. Do not get me wrong. He wants to do good. But he is not meant to be this chess master. In fact, there is only one time that we see Superman take a step back from being a brute strength to being pieces on board. And it's Injustice. To reference the fact how far Superman has fell. And that's the entire point. It's why it's Frank Castle to Daredevil. It's Frank Castle to the Daredevil. You're just one bad day from becoming me, Red. That is the entire point of that line, because in the comic, it happens much differently, but almost the same. Daredevil's strapped to a chair in the comic. In the comic, Punisher has a rifle pointed at a corrupt politician. And he goes, let me tell you what's going to happen. You can see it. I know you can, Red, but let me tell you anyway. I have this rifle pointed at a corrupt politician. In your hand, you have a gun pointed at my back. You can stop me. But someone loses tonight. Someone is punished tonight. And there's this back and forth. All 20 pages. Back and forth between Frank and Daredevil. Frank and Daredevil. Frank and Daredevil. And as Frank is lining up a shot, and all you see off the panel is click. And Frank turns around and he sees tears running down Matt Murdock's face with the trigger depressed. And Frank stands up, smiles, and goes, and now you know, Red, you're just one bad day from becoming me. Hits the sonic device on his battle van, which knocks Daredevil out, and as Daredevil passes out, he sees the shot. Oh, absolutely was poorly executed. Jan, Injustice proved why Bruce has contingency plans for the Justice League. Crisis on Infinite Earths is proof on why Bruce has contingency plans for the Justice League. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Because the entire point of the Justice League is they interact with the multiverse. They interact with their multiversal counterparts. And several times they have met their counterparts who have went far too gone. The Justice Lords, where instead of Justice League, they lord over society. That's an entire freaking thing. Then you've got Crisis on Two Worlds, where instead of Superman, it's Ultraman. Instead of Wonder Woman, and instead of Batman, it's Owlman, Johnny Quick, and it's the Justice Syndicate. Because they're crime bosses. With Lex Luthor being a good guy. With Joker being back as the Red Hood, dying in Batman's arms. Bruce having contingencies for himself and the Justice League makes sense. Have fun, Draken. And the thing is that quite literally, looking at it from Bruce's side, it's one of the reasons why Martian Manhunter, every single time Justice League is like, we're going to kick Bruce off of the Justice League, or Batman off the Justice League. Martian Manhunter is like, I abstain. I won't. Because I did just as bad as him. And he did not. So no, I will not. I love Marvel Comics, but Marvel is about normal people gaining godly powers. Normal people gaining godly powers. Tony, Cap, Peter, Bruce. Normal people gaining powers. DC is basically the powers of gods helping the people. And it's an interesting play on, especially on the crossover events where DC and Marvel have crossed over. Like when Batman and Wolverine merged. That was hilarious. And Batclaw. But that's also where we get the very scene where Joker confronts the Red Skull and goes, wait, you're an actual Yahtzee? Nope. I may be a criminal, but I'm an American criminal. So I need y'all to remember, anytime someone is like, well, you can't say that. Yeah, you can. You are unwilling to even do the right thing that even the Joker was like, that's too far gone. You are too far. The fact that the Joker was willing to, you should probably rethink your line there. I never got into comics really. I didn't even find out what comics were until I was 19. I think, Lily, that there are several characters within the Marvel and DC universes that you would enjoy. And there are several, like Poison Ivy, like Harley Quinn, who are anti-heroes. They are anti-heroes. They're vigilantes, much like Batman is. But if you read Harley's story, I think you would enjoy it. Oh, absolutely, Jan. But if you're not interested in reading the comics or anything, I would highly suggest, because the Justice League was on Netflix for a while. And like, you don't have to go through like every single comic for the last 50 years. That's ridiculous. But I think that if you gave the stories a chance, you would enjoy them. Lore Olympus was my gateway drug to all other comics and graphic novels. My first graphic novel was Spider-Man. My first graphic novel / comic was Spider-Man. And it's hilarious to me looking at the covers of My Hero Academia are almost straight rips of Spider-Man comics. It's hilarious. Hell, the reason why Deku has that black whip everything is because of Spider-Man. The way he moves and uses black whip to vault forward and swing is because Spider-Man. The absolute strength that All Might has, that Deku later has, is Spider-Man. Just force. Because what most people don't realize is that Peter Parker has 40 times the strength of an average human. He can lift 40 tons without struggling. There's a reason why when Doc Ock takes control of Peter's body and he punches Scorpion's jaw clean off, he goes, oh no, because he then has to reconcile the fact that he's been holding back. Peter has been holding back this entire time, and he could have killed every single one of us. So Doc Ock has to literally sit there and go, oh no. And it's one of the better scenes where Peter is explaining, he's like, look, to knock someone out is force, it's angles, a punch is literally just algebra. It is literally algebra. Force, angle. That's it. And someone's like, okay, well, about how much of your strength do you use in a normal fight? Because that person gave you a run for your money. And Peter goes, about 8%, maybe 10. And they all went, what? He goes, the closest thing I've ever used to a full strength is when I was arm wrestling the Hulk. You mean arm wrestling the Hulk? We saw Bucky with his metal arm stop a car running at 80 miles an hour. That's how much strength is in that arm. He stopped a car dead stop at 80 miles an hour. Okay? And Peter just went, oh, that's a nice arm. Where'd you get it? What? Hence, it's a thing. It's important. Oh. You should watch Reincarnated as a Slime then, because Rimuru is the ultimate anti-hero as AMC. is hilarious. He's like, I just want to live my relaxing life. I just want this. I'm going to make it everyone's problem. Despise. Well, I mean, Lily, that's because season 4 is going to have 60 episodes. It's 4 core. Just saying. Dun, 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 dun. Doo doo. Yeah, I've got to rewatch. I'm going to do the director's cut of season 1 of Ray Zero because it just it feels like it runs better to me. Does that make sense? Hmm. I haven't watched that one myself. Yeah, the director's cut of season 1 ends with Amelia going, Subaru, who's Rem? That's where the director's cut of season 1 ends. Subaru waking up in Amelia's lap, and he's like, I'm so glad Rem helped me, everything. And Amelia going, Subaru-kun, who's Rem? Yeah, if you cleared all of season 1 in like 6 hours, you watched the director's cut. Yeah. Oh, so did I. So did I. So did I. Burp, burp, burp. I had a friend go, you need to watch this anime. It's messed up. Yup. If you want something messed up, either watch Higurashi, aka When They Cry, or Ray Zero. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Which, Lily, you should watch Rising of the Shield Hero. It would be right up your alley. It might heal you towards the end of season 1. Especially when, tackling religious trauma. Oh boy. I mean, yeah, I get that. I've gotten to where I have to skip a bunch of season 1. That's absolutely fair. I usually restart season 1 um right towards the race between Nathumi and Motoyasu, with Nathumi riding Philo. Because I enjoy seeing bitch get her, and yes, that's the character's actual name, get her comeuppance in episode 20. No, I was saying that because blushed, and I've still got 20 minutes on my no cursing. I can vape now, but I've still got 20 minutes on no cursing. Oh, yeah. It's fun. Vaping ended 5 minutes ago. I made the entire hour with no vaping. I was good on that one. It was the cussing that got me. Well, that was nice for 1 minute. No vaping for 5 minutes. Starts now. Thanks. Lily, proud of you. I appreciate it. Thanks. But yeah. Oh, so what's everyone's plan for the week? Anything fun? Anything interesting? Huh. Starting 8/24, this is from Team YouTube. By the way, starting August 24th, so a week from today, views will count the moment a video begins to play with no minimum watch time across all formats. That includes videos on demand, shorts, and live. We're standardizing views to reflect creators' true exposure across YouTube, making it easier to show their value to brand partners. This update won't impact creator earnings or YouTube Partner Plus eligibility. Nothing too interesting. Partner had to go back to work, so just going with the babe, and so ready to send my older kiddo back to school next week. Next Monday for us. It's been a long summer. Long summer. Yeah. Just, yeah. Oh boy. All right. We are on week 3 right now. I mean, you're in Georgia. Georgia at this point has to start prepping for, the possibility of snow in a state that's not equipped to handle snow. Just saying. Evil cuss word. No, it's only an evil cuss word in Georgia and Texas. But they are in online classes, so they don't even leave. Let's see here. Most of work is done on computers here. That makes sense. We go off local schools for days of school, basically. Virginia had ice storms when I was little. We can handle a little snow. You can, yes. The rest of your state cannot. The roads in Georgia cannot. The drivers, they see one fleck of snow and they lose their minds. Schools closed for a week for one fleck of snow. We live in hills, so no. I'm basing my experience off Atlanta. I will fully admit I am basing my experience off of Atlanta. True. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What the world? Nope. Michigan. That's all I need to know. Michigan. Lilies. That's all I need said. Michigan. Really, Draco? Really? Really? Draco, are you streaming? Or are you in too much pain? Normally you'd be streaming by now. That's why I'm asking. If the answer is no, that's okay. Just need that said. You just got home, so I was about to say you just got home. That means F it. No. All right, then I will raid Babyface Friend. All right. We're going to go ahead and start a raid. If y'all need anything, please let me know. Know that I love y'all. Know that y'all are amazing. I appreciate y'all. If y'all need anything, again, let me know. But otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Be safe. And raid starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and